Well, hello there my dear friends, welcome back to the Scott Reed project. Now today I'm over at the farm and Coops has shot a 3/4 grown Muntjac. Now I know a lot of you overseas will be going, that is small, but I know I say it all the time, the Muntjac is one of the smallest species we have over here in the UK. It has no season, so you can shoot it all year round. It's a pest, so you have to get rid of them. So what I've done is I've butchered it really simple. I've took the back legs off, I've seen the shoulders off, and I'm left with this lovely, lovely loin. Now I'm wondering what I can do with this. The sun is shining. I think what I want to do is cut some almost, I suppose, double tomahawk chops. Really, really simple. I don't want to muck about. I just want to go through them and pretty much just get them on the barbecue. So I'm just going to start by nipping that bit off. So a tomahawk then would be the chop with the full rib cage on. So what we're looking to do is find the natural seam through the vertebrae, and we're left with these wonderful things. I'm thinking, get that on the barbecue, a nice simple sauce, job is a good one. So as you can see then, I'm just counting down each side, 2 ribs. And what I'm trying to do is meet that vertebrae, like I said. Now let me just get the camera in for you so you can see this. So we've gone down the double ribs. I'm just going to cut this so it makes it easier for you to see. So there, pretty much, is where we want to be with the heel of the knife. Our hand on the front, it's a down and push movement. And there we have another one. So I'm going to take one more set of 2, and then that will leave us that lovely loin end. So down the 1 and 2 should get it on the natural vertebrae again, and like I said, that motion is you're using the heel of the knife, so hand on the front, and you're going down and forward in one movement, just like that. And there are those lovely chops. Now we can get fancy if we want to and just trim off any meat left from the breast, but you know what, I just want to get these on the barbie nice and simple. So that will go into mince for sausages, and just do that last one. There we have those 3. What they're basically are double chops left on the bone. We're going to get back and get those on the barbecue with the remaining piece. Really simple. Just give my knife a sharpen. Down the backbone, over the feather bones, over the remaining rib, pull, and then we just do the usual, just take that flap of meat off. There's one bit of back strap. Again, I love doing that. Just peel it out, square it up, and then just like skinning a fish fillet, start it off, gently just pushing away. Same with t'other. I think you'll agree, for such a small piece of meat, we haven't done too bad, and that's without that bit of shot damaged meat there that will go into pies, sausages, burgers. So, you know, it doesn't look a lot on these small munties, but what you have is pure gold. Now let's cook one of these. Who wouldn't want one of them on their plate? So I'm driving back from the farm and I'm thinking, what can I do with those chops? And I know this spot has got a bit of wild garlic, so I'm thinking if we can do maybe wild garlic mayo or some kind of dressing. So let's stop at the one shop and get the wild garlic. In all fairness, it's just starting to go over. The flowers are going over, but I don't need a load, so I can just pick the smaller of the leaves. And like I've said many times before, if you've got permission and you know where they are later in the year, come back and you can dig up the bulbs. Got a good handful there. Just take a couple more. Job is a good one. What a beautiful spring stroke summer evening. Just a random dude down a country lane after the wild garlic. Right, let's get back and cook those chops. Wow, don't they look good? There is the raw ingredients, and I know the words seasonal and local get bandied around like billy-o, but at the end of the day, you know, this Munty was off the farm by Coops. The wild garlic was picked not even 5 minutes away. What, you're talking a couple of miles? So yeah, it doesn't get any more seasonal or local than that. So to go with my Munty double cutlets, I was thinking, shall I do a wild garlic mayo? But you know what, I'm going to do a wild garlic chimichurri. Really simple in the blender. So I've got my wild garlic leaves, which I picked. I've just washed them in cold water from my wonderful next door neighbour. I have got some fresh mint. If only you could smell this. Oh, and some fresh flat leaf parsley. I've got some chilli, some lemon juice. Gonna hit it with a little bit of cider vinegar, obviously, and then the main is going to be some lovely rapeseed oil, bit of salt, bit of pepper. It's that simple. All we need to do now is get it, if we can get it off, into my vintage Kenwood Chef Dewberry. So I'm just going to get it in there. There is no measurements. I'm going to put a bit of mint in, play it by ear. Going to get some parsley in. I have got some more of that parsley somewhere. Let's get some from over here. Just wonderful, fresh herbs. So I'm going to get a bit of rapeseed oil in there then. I think I'm going to chop the chilli in there by hand, but first of all I want to get this going, give it a spot of cider vinegar, and then just get it on the machine and give it some. You just know this is going to be a wonderful colour. Look at it. Oh. If that isn't spring in a bowl, I don't know what is. Ooh, very, very nice. But that needs to be jazzed up a bit. So we'll go in with a pinch of salt. I'm going to put in a bit of that lemon. Knife. Bearing in mind we had that cider vinegar in there to cut through, but I'm going to add a bit of lemon juice. It's one of those mixy, tasty. Where are we now? Let's have a go. Oh yeah. Just going to put some pepper in and then we'll get that chilli in, but like I said, I want to do that by hand. Just get the rest of that lemon in just to freshen it up. Pips and all. We don't care. So we get our chopped chilli in. Now, I'm not inclined to stir that in because I think that looks amazing. Obviously, adjust it to your palate. Now what you need to do is just swirl it in a little bit, can I? Sit that in the fridge. Let it do its thing. Oh, that's really, really good. Let all those fresh herbs get to know each other. Then we'll get the barbie out and get those chops on. Ooh, that's got a bit of kick, baby. I'm just sat here listening to the birds sing, grilling my chops, man. I'm a simple man of simple pleasures, and this is one of them. That was hot, by the way. Smoke gets in your eyes. These are starting to look mighty fine. Look at those bad boys. Oh, they are hot. Look. So I'm going to take these off now because I still want them medium rare, and they are half hot. Oh, look at them. Have a look at these beauties. Oh yes. Do they look good? Or do they look good? I am so looking forward to this. First of all, I just want to get stuck into the venison. Oh man. Give it a dip. I'm going to double dip. I don't care. That is so tender on the bone. It's outrageous. And that chimichurri with that wild garlic, wow, it's spot on. This is a treat. Just superb. Just have a look at that. If I can bring it to the camera a little. Just look at it. I'd actually go as far as saying, joking aside, that is some of the tastiest, most tender, most juiciest venison I have ever eaten. It's just something else. Wow, you beautiful lot. What can I say about that? Hands down, the best venison I have eaten in a long while. I know, well, we all know that meat is definitely better cooked on the bone, but that just hit the spot. It was beyond perfect, if that makes sense. It was just moist, tender, cooked medium rare. You know, when you've got that lovely eye of the meat, the back strap or whatever you want to call it, or neck fillet, you know, and those crispy ribs. And with that chimichurri, you know, it's not overpowering. That's the beauty of that. It's herby, got a little bit of chili, that garlic, you know, running through it. That seriously was an absolutely superb dish. Really, really, really was. And if you hunt, shoot, stalk your own deer, you know, do give these chops a go. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. I could eat another 3 of them. They were just outstanding. Anyway, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today on the SRP, please click subscribe when my face comes up down here. Also find me on my social media, Facebook 2 pages, Scott Reed, the Scott Reed Project. Get on there, follow me, just click like, follow, and all that jazz. Or on my Twitter at Scott Reed Project, on my Instagram at the Scott Reed Project, and please, if you want to help the SRP along, please check out my Patreon page. Also, please, my book's available for pre-order, The Merchant of Venison. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Which is just full. Well, one of the most detailed butchery sections ever, and 40 amazing recipes. I will put the link in the description. Grab yourself a copy. They are selling super fast. But until next time, I'm going to go and lie down and have a cry because I only did 3 of them. More fool me. Take care, my friends. All the best.